Owning a home is the American dream. I love my job because I get to help people buy, sell, and improve that American dream. Follow me this week as we explore exciting new trends in Utah's real estate. So I just got a call from Richard, and he's the GM of ABC, CW30, and MeTV, and I guess he's been living with his brother, and he's thinking about getting a condo. So Richard, you're tired of living with your brother, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's getting kind of old.
Yeah.
I love my brother very much. But I know he'd like to kick me out as well.
Okay. So what's the deal? You want a condo?
Well, you know, I was thinking of a little place in Sugar House or something, but my wife said, hey, we've still got a house in San Diego, the family, you know, I have family living there. Why not just get a condo downtown? And she really is the one that suggested that. And so I'm looking for a condo, but here's the deal. It has to be 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. If I'm gonna live downtown, I don't want to view another building. I want to see Temple Square. I don't know where we're gonna do that. And I can't afford to go live in the towers.
Okay. And so what's the budget? What are we talking about?
Budget. Oh, and I've got to have 2 parking spots.
Okay.
So, you know, I'd like to keep it, you know, I will probably have to remodel, so I want to keep it, you know, I'd like to keep it in the 300,000 range, something like that.
That's a tall order.
Yeah, I know it is. But you're the man.
I know.
I know you're the man, so I know you can do this for me.
Okay, let me see what I can come up with.
Okay, bud.
AMSCO Windows was founded in Utah over 65 years ago. Our 535,000 square foot facility is one of the largest vinyl window plants in the country. We provide more windows in the state of Utah than all other manufacturers combined, and with AMSCO, your design potential is limitless. At AMSCO, we understand that quality, service, on-time delivery, and pleasing the customer are vital to our success. AMSCO Windows, make your home a masterpiece.
So Richard, I got great news. We got a better deal than I even thought. We got it for $387,000. I know, right? Okay, I'll get it put together for you. Okay, so Richard, I've been doing a lot of looking. We've been looking around a lot.
Yep.
And I now don't mind the dated entry here. I want you to just bear with me for a second, okay? Because obviously the dilemma we're coming across is we were over at City Creek, and a studio apartment was like $650,000.
Yeah, it blew my mind. Couldn't see anything.
No view.
Yeah.
Right?
All the view ones are millions.
Okay, so but now look at the view from this one. It was built in '75. It's a little dated on the entry, but think about if we went in here and remodeled this thing.
Okay,
It could
I'll
be
keep an open mind.
because we could probably get this under $400,000.
Wow.
And
Okay. Well, the
then maybe
location's good.
The location's great, and the best part is it's got 3 bedrooms and
my
2
gosh,
full baths.
really?
Yeah.
So how many square feet is it?
There's like 2,400 square feet.
Wow.
If we moved this square footage over to City Creek, we're probably about $2 million.
Oh, yeah.
And so this one at less than $400,000, what we would do is go in, knock it all down and remodel it and make it like that, and think about the value here. Then you've got everything. You got your parking.
Right.
You've got your bedrooms that you want.
How many
You've got
parking
your view.
spots?
You got 2 full parking, and they're big too.
Big, okay.
They're not little
Yeah,
parking
but
spots.
City Creek was teeny.
Yeah, and then you had to buy parking spots after.
Yeah.
And so we could get this for probably less than $400,000.
Okay, well, I'll have an open mind. I have to be an open mind because I'm dubious.
Okay, let me go see what I can do, put together for a deal on it, okay?
Okay.
Now that we're under contract, we got to go to the design portion of things. We're going to need a really experienced designer, and the name Bank Norlinson comes right to mind. So Bank, we got a new project. It's downtown. It's for the GM of ABC and the CW, and it's going to be, the thing's going to have to be torn down basically. It's totally 70s, okay? But he's going to need some ideas.
Great, let's sit down and talk to him and see what he wants.
So Bank, this is Richard. Richard, this is Bank. Now take a look at this. What do you think?
Well, it's certainly outdated.
So Bank, what I want to do is I just want to rip everything down to the cement and start over again with the idea of having everything as open as humanly possible. I don't know, we can't find the plan, so I don't know where the pipes are.
I think that's a wonderful idea. I mean, a lot of these condos can easily be redone because the structural support is in...
Yeah, it's all concrete, right?
It's all in the concrete columns. Yeah. So to open it up is a great idea.
Yeah.
Right. And you can see how claustrophobic everything is. It's just like a rat maze.
Yeah, it's divided up in different rooms, and it doesn't feel very good at all right now.
Yeah, one of the dilemmas when they did these, just a different style of living, you know. But the cool thing about this property, we got 2,400 square feet, and it's got the views. But if we can, you know, maybe open it up, like, I don't know if it's possible, but maybe where those mirrors are, maybe we can knock that wall out so when you walk in, you don't see yourself, you see the view. And so, what are you thinking on colors and styles and stuff?
Well, I think Richard, what kind of style would you
really
like
want
to
to go modern. We're in a high rise. It should be modern, but Banked. I want us to think not overly trendy. So I want in 5 years people walk in and it still looks really good.
So a little bit more transitional with some modern flair.
Postmodern and some other stuff like that. Yeah, that's exactly right, Bank.
This space calls for that, and with the view, you want to focus on the view and then not take away from that wonderful view.
Yeah, exactly right.
So good news and bad news. Structurally, it's solid. There are no issues because it's all concrete. It's good as can be. But there's asbestos. They're finding asbestos now.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So what's going to have to happen? They got to tear everything out of here. It's all got to go, and it's a ton more work.
I think that's really important, don't you, Bank? Because we should just strip everything, and that way we can tell people, hey, we don't have a shred of it anywhere.
But that also gives us an opportunity to see what's there and demolish everything and start from new.
I agree. It'll make it easier for us.
It'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah, more expensive, but easier. Yeah.
Another dilemma, one of the walls you guys wanted to tear down has pipes inside of it, and so that's not really going to work.
So that's our open kitchen idea.
Yeah, we can't do the open idea anymore with the second island, but we can certainly look at that wall and reroute some of the pipes. So again, I think we'll still have that
most
open.
Importantly, we can have that look through, right? We can change it and we'll just, okay, good.
Yeah, it's going to look great when it's all done.
The other thing is the tile. To try and take out all that tile is really, really expensive. Are there any other options we can do?
Yeah, there's an option of doing an engineered wood over the tile, which I think will look great.
Okay, and that'll save us all that money.
I'm all for that. It'll save us money, and frankly, jackhammering for all that time will probably really tick off my neighbors. You know, so.
And it'll look right too. It'll look like natural wood.
No, I trust you. That sounds good.
So then that's handled, I guess. So what's interesting is you get into a project like this, all the details that need to go in, because you really don't know when you're tearing down the walls what you're going to find inside of things, and the complexities of being in a high-rise building like this and having to take everything down through an elevator shaft and bringing everything back up. This has been very, very challenging.
A Better Clean, based in Salt Lake City. Fast, free, in-home quotes done by experienced professionals with uncompromised quality. We take pride in the service we provide. We have products safe and eco-friendly. We exceed every expectation, so give us a call today.
Want to sell your house faster and for more money? Jay uses the same camera crew from the TV show to add a full motion video tour to your home. The key to selling real estate is making your home look exceptional and getting it in front of as many potential buyers as possible.
And the best part is it doesn't cost anything more than working with a regular realtor. And everybody that buys or sells with me gets to use Helping Hands Moving Company for free. So to see these beautiful homes, be sure to tune in Real Estate Essentials every Sunday afternoon at 4:30, only on ABC4 Utah.
Hey guys, here's the big reveal.
Wow.
Looks spectacular.
So what we tried to do, Jay, was we tried to create artwork out of what we were doing with the furniture, and you'll see we replicated this as you go into the bathroom, and then of course the magnificent fireplace.
Yeah, it's kind of,
you know, I mean, if you look at this,
it's great.
I mean, so a couple things. This is, I found them in a magazine, showed them to Banks. We then designed the entire house around this.
And they're a local company, aren't they?
Yeah, down in Orange, Solberg Designs. And then below it, this was the first fireplace like this in all of Utah. So that's what the whole place focused around.
Yeah,
so that's
they did a
beautiful.
great job.
We wanted to have 2 master bedrooms, and so now that's what we have. Everybody that comes in here is literally blown away by this. They think this is ours. You know, we did the doors that you came up with and designed.
Yeah, one of the
That's a great
things, you know, one of the things to open up the space more is to do pocket doors.
Right.
So it's great.
And that turned out fabulous. And then, you know, our nice friends at Durden's came up with this idea because I wanted to have 2 washers and dryers so that I didn't have people traipsing into my bedroom.
Yeah.
And that, it just, you know, people love this space. Every time I have people stay here all the time and they're like, wow, this is awesome.
What's not to like about
Yeah,
this, right?
it's awesomely beautiful, isn't it? This is like the secret room, right? So this is a full walk-in closet with all the storage and everything behind it. Here, but because they didn't want to waste the room.
Yeah, we want to show how we designed this with the hide-a-bed.
Yeah, so Bank put this together and designed it, and then there's a
That's
Murphy
awesome.
bed.
That's great.
And my grandsons think this is like the greatest thing in the history of the world. One of our big dilemmas, you know, this is where we found the pipes, right?
Yeah.
So originally this wall wasn't there, then Bank redid it, but there were 3 big pipes going right through here. So we redirected them going down here, and then Bank designed this faucet as a design feature that we put so above these lights are literally the pipes that are going into that wall, up, over, and then up.
But
Yeah.
not only were they pipes, they were the main pipes.
They were the main water
go-
pipes that I had to get up to my neighbors and down below.
So we
really?
just rerouted these and into this wall.
Well, you needed that because you
Yeah, and
open
then
up this
we got it all
space.
passed on.
Amazing.
You still have the opening here,
Yeah.
so you can see into the living.
Right, and then
you still get the view.
and of course we took the walls all down so you can look all the way through, and that worked great too. And then we made it even more open.
Yeah, by
because
adding this door.
This is what I really wanted, was by adding this other door that really, you can't tell from, if you look from the outside you can't tell, but from inside it makes a huge difference and brings even more light in. So a couple more cool things. Bank knew that I really wanted, that Shelley wanted more than anything was what?
Well, she wanted
Ice machine.
the cooler and the
Yeah,
ice
she wanted
machine.
to have the pebble ice.
Yes.
So we have the pebble ice built in, and then Bank convinced me that we had to have the steam oven. So again, our friends at Durden's, you know, we bought all this at Durden's. All of our every appliance in the house, and look how gorgeous this came out. I have to say that Todd's recommendation. Again, this is a Bank idea because they don't do this. This is not done. This is we can't have gas in here. It has to be electric. So this is one of those induction cookers that instantly goes. That, you know, you can put your hand on it, but it doesn't.
It's a clean, sleek look.
Right.
It
But
really
then-
goes with the design.
But then we put the freestanding electric underneath it, so that's a 36 inch. It's huge. Look at how big that. My wife loves this so much.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We go into the real master, right? This wall is actually the only solid wall in here. This is
That's a concrete.
concrete wall. But what we did was we built this. We built this out to create kind of a visual effect there. Obviously, all of our artwork isn't in yet. But the cool thing is, if you look at this, so that's from Rustica Hardware, yeah. And so the owner actually did this. But again, I wanted to have that same panel look. So Banked found this glass.
Again, it's all about the details. We have the wavy tile on the walls in there, and then replicating it in a smaller pattern.
Right. We had the guys over at Pepper Tree get us the same type to match everything up. So you can see everything, everything comes together and goes through the process.
And I know, Richard, you're going to enjoy this for years to come, right?
Oh yeah, it's such a great space.
One of the challenges we had to replace all the doors, and we didn't know really where you could go and get a custom door and get it inexpensive, and so we went to Stock Building Supply. Okay, the doors turned out great. Tell me what they had in mind when they picked these out.
The customer had in mind a more of a transitional look with some modern edges and some old-fashioned design elements as well. And so they went with the 3-panel door throughout the entire house. The office door, they chose a frosted glass door to be able to move light from the living room into the office when the doors were closed. When the doors are open, they actually are able to move traffic flow easily through and still look just as good open as they did closed. And so that was the design ideas behind the office to the living room.
So my favorite door in the house is, of course, this barn door. Now these become more and more popular lately, right?
Yes, they're hot right now, and the reason that they are quite as, people just love them because they're a piece of artwork when they're not in use. When they are in use, they make great coverage and space saving. And it's funny because between a master bedroom and a master bath, to be able to take this door, and then when you open this door like this, now you've opened yourself completely into the master.
Before, this was like a congested area of just doors swinging everywhere, and so what'd you guys come up with here?
The pocket door. The
Yeah.
pocket door is the perfect solution for when you have one door competing with another one for space. And so the pocket door does just exactly what it says. It pockets back into a wall cavity, and the door slides. And so this door then, once it's open, creates a bigger flow for the customer to walk through back and forth. And when it's closed, like this, gives you complete privacy into this bathroom. Perfect way to solve that problem.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of different doors and styles, and they did a great job of putting this together, and the doors came out beautiful.
Thank you, we appreciate that. It was fun working on this project.
One of the highlights of this house, of course, is the kitchen and the appliance. I just absolutely love. Now, tell me a little. I know you put some special stuff in here, so tell me a little bit about it.
Oh, this was one of the most fun kitchens we did all year. We love this one. And Richard came in. He had a very specific set of criterion that he wanted. It was going to be a really modern design. Steve Knorr and Banked always go for this clean look when they're doing things, so we knew that it had to be very clean. But Shelley loves to cook, so we had to have some good functionality, and we wanted to give her a couple special things to let her do some stuff she hadn't been able to do before. This is one of my favorite installs that we've done. This is a unique piece. You typically won't see 36-inch wall ovens. They're normally 30. This is a Wolf L-Series wall oven. This is one of the best wall ovens that's ever been available to residents. Has 2 convection fans. Now Shelley can cook two roasts at once. She can cook 5 racks of cookies and get the same result all at once, cooked to temperature. And it's a really clean look, but when she's ready to start baking, she just pops that down and she's got her whole control panel. One of the things that Richard wanted to do for Shelley, she loves her sodas and her ice water, likes making smoothies, and we wanted to get her some Pebble Ice. So this is the kind that we all know from
Pebble Ice, or is it Nugget Ice? Is it basically the same thing?
It means the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You can either have a cube or you can have a nugget. This is basically just frozen slush. It's soft, it's chewable. Our soda drinkers love it. Cocktail drinkers aren't that crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And you can see they like to make a lot of smoothies and stuff. That works out really well.
How about this fridge? This thing looks really unique. I've never seen one like this.
It looks really good, and the reason that this works is because Samsung didn't put a lot of strong brand language in this with it, with handles or anything like that. It's got a pocketed handle. French doors are really popular because you can open them up and you have access to all your refrigerator things. And we don't spend nearly as much time on the freezer as we do the fridge.
Yeah.
So, side-by-side fridge is designed around the idea that you're in your fridge and your freezer equally often, and we know that's just not true.
Yeah.
Normally, you'd have to have a pull-out drawer. Samsung's done something really clever that worked for their lifestyle. Is they give you swing drawers.
You just picked out some great stuff for this house. I'm sure they're gonna love it.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites because everything really came together well. And what it really did was the appliances were never meant to be the star of this kitchen. The star of the kitchen was supposed to be Shelly all along, and that's what this is going to be.
Tim, one of my very favorite things of the whole house is all the beautiful tile work. Tell me about what you guys did. How'd you come up with these ideas and stuff?
We had a lot of help from Dave at AMSCO Tile with some of the design work, and Richard just had us go through, do a kitchen backsplash, did work in the showers, and kitchen floor work.
Mm-hmm. And so where did you come up with that? What kind of product did you guys use here?
So we're using various products. We've got glass tile on this project, porcelain tile, and we also have limestone and travertine.
So Tim, one of my very favorite things of the whole house is this beautiful tile work. Do you guys go down to Home Depot to get something like this?
No, we work closely with Bank Erlinson Design Center and AMSCO Tile.
Uh-huh.
Erlinson Design does all the design work, and then AMSCO Tile supplies all the tile.
That's great. And so what kind of tile is this here in the kitchen?
So this, we're using glass and a marble. It's a 1/2 inch by 3 mosaic, and we just use a really light grout color to make the pattern pop. In the master bathroom, we went with a 12 by 24 3D wavy tile for the walls in the showers. And we did a 1 by 1 penny round on the shower floor and the ceiling. And then on the bathroom floor, we used an 18 by 18 limestone.
And what about the gas bath? What's this look like?
The guest bathroom, we used an 18 by 18 travertine on the floor and also on the shower floor and the ceiling in the shower. And then on the walls, we used a 12 by 24 arabesque pattern tile.
Yeah, it looks great. I tell you, it inspires me. You guys did such a great job. It makes me want to add on some tile work in my house.
Thank you.
So Martin, one of the standout things in this apartment, of course, is this beautiful fireplace. Tell me a little bit about this.
This is Modern Flames landscape 80-inch fireplace, all electric, all LED lights, and no heat. If you don't want the heat, it's just a visual effect fireplace.
Yeah, so this is great because he's of course up on the 11th story and he gets a lot of heat. And
Right.
So in the middle of summer, he wants to have the look of fire, but he doesn't want the heat of it, right?
Exactly. So this is a perfect opportunity that you can run your fireplace all year long and not have to run the heat.
Yeah, and I noticed that also in the logs, they've got kind of a fire effect in there. How do
They
do
have
that?
a glowing lights that are plugged into them that give a vibrating effect that's really awesome.
Yeah, it turned out great. So money-wise, what are we talking about compared to gas?
It's probably 2/3 less than gas because we don't have to run flues, we don't have to run gas lines, we just need a 115 plug.
Wow.
And it's simple.
That's a great combination. So basically, you got the effective fire without the heat. You know, it's got LED bulbs, so it lasts forever, and it's cost effective.
Very cost effective to run and to operate all year long.
Sure, it was quite a wild ride, right?
Oh man, Jay.
Remodel, asbestos.
You do an old house, we gutted it to the cement. All that was here was cement, but it's 100% asbestos free. It's to city code. Everything's been approved.
And of course, it's absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
And what a great place. We decided to go a little, more modern with it to take advantage of the views.
Yeah.
It's really, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And my wife tells me that it doesn't matter at night before she goes to bed, from her, we talked about that when we first did it. By remodeling, we made it so that she could sit in the bed and look at the temple. And she just thinks that is unbelievable.
Well, it's
she
gonna
actually,
work out for
she
years
actually
to
talks
come.
to it.
He does. I don't know if that's
And we
good.
got 2 parking spaces.
Yeah.
2 parking. You know, I had one of my good friends that spent over $2 million over in City Creek in the tower. With he has an awesome view as well. But he came in and saw my parking places, and he said, "You can fit a Ford F-350 in here."
Yeah.
And I said, "And I have."
Well, I'm glad we were able to get you taken care of.
You did a great job,
yeah.
Jay. Thanks so much for showing me and hanging with me through this process. It was a kind of
wild ride.
Took a while.
We knew it would be.
Took a while, but the end result has really been worth it. And I really, and we have our friendship through it. It's been a great double bonus for us. So thank you.